right, it's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. It's Wednesday, it's the 11th day of December already. Christmas is what, 14 days away? Yep. That's how close it is. And someone says here, good morning. I'd like to say happy birthday to Carlene Garway of Laborie in St. George. Praying God for many more enjoyable ones to come, coming from Sylvina Charles. Sylvina, good morning and happy birthday again to you, Carlin Garraway. Happy birthday to you. Nadisha, good morning. Lydia Cameron, Mary E. Banks, to all those of you online viewers and listeners, we do apologize for that late start. And we look forward to a continued conversation this morning. Now, we're expecting guests. I will not say exactly who they are at the moment. We're expecting some guests, but in the interim, there's something I'd like for us to talk about, right? And let me tell you what it is. Right, lovely. School is going on vacation this weekend. Christmas season is here, and we know the trend. We see a lot of minors participating in the consumption of alcohol on a large scale. We're seeing a lot of school children, sometimes even with uniforms, with alcohol beverages in their hands. Sometimes they wrap it around their scarf, and what is even more disturbing, young ladies. I'm not saying it's okay for the young men, but we're seeing a proliferation of young ladies getting into the drinking habit, even competing with the men now. As parents, what can we do to curb this? From the police perspective, what can the police do? What suggestions can you make as an audience this morning? All right, I'd like us to share some thoughts on that. It's going to happen. It's happened in the past. It's going to happen again. What can we do as adults, as parents, to curb it? Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent. How are you? Betty and Lazarus here.
Hi, morning. Welcome to the program.
Well, actually, I want to congratulate you on that topic this morning because it is something to be discussed. And it can only be controlled by parents taking more control. And, our father used to talk in we head when we were growing up, and we used to say, Lord of mercy, we can't wait to get big. But now we see the fruits of that.
Yeah.
But that's not the reason why I called you. Honestly speaking, I'm calling on behalf of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry, and Marine Resources to tell the entire nation that from 10 a.m. this morning, government will be unveiling plans for the pumping of $3 million EC dollars into the livestock sector. I do not want to say too much right now. Just join us, the entire nation. Join the Government Information Service. Join Ministry of Agriculture on their Facebook page, and all the details will be given. I also want to highlight that to date, in terms of payment to farmers for burial income support, that figure has surpassed $29.7 million, and that is direct income, separate to keeping over 80 persons employed in clearing of lands post-burial, separate to what was given to Carriacou in terms of fencing, $1,000 water tank, and animal feed, the direct income support to farmers. So, it's a process, Innocent. And while everybody cannot get in phase 1, the ministry is already at phase 2. Farmers got to bear a little patience. It takes time to process. There are some people who just taking such a negative approach. Oh, they're not getting money. Oh, they were not chosen. Oh, this, that, and the other. It's a process. Those who got in phase 1 wouldn't get in phase 2. Phase 2 was rolled out out from Thursday last week in Grenville, Northern Division, and the Southern Division. Yesterday, we were at the Western Division for a second phase of payment. So just bear patient. I mean, the money is minimum $4,500, some maximum $9,000. Back to the key factor this morning, $3 million under the World Bank funded project would be pumped into the livestock industry. Join us for details. Get back to your conversation, Joseph. If I had the time, I would make some more comments, but keep up the good work. Love you.
Love you more. Love you more. Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
You too. Good. Bye-bye. 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Tell you what we do. We take a commercial break and we bring on our guest this morning. As always, we'll be back.
Christmas is all about the moments we share, the smiles, the laughter, and the love that fills our homes. This season, let your walls reflect the warmth of family time. Sisson's Paint, match with every shade of togetherness. Celebrate 12 weeks of Christmas with Sisson's. Buy one, get one 30% off on selected items. And with every purchase of any Sisson's Paint, you get a chance to win US $100 every week for 12 weeks, from October 1st to December 22nd. Terms and conditions apply. Available at all Sisson's hardware dealers nationwide. Sisson's, internationally tested, brilliantly affordable.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Good morning and welcome to this segment of the program. Of course, I am happy to have my ride or die.
That's your Monday ride or die, okay?
It's Wednesday too. With me, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good team. You understand?
I've heard so.
Yeah, it's like we're getting good ratings. You understand? Yeah, definitely.
You should share that with me before.
Okay, okay, folks. You know, on Wednesdays, Ariza is here with us as we do MoneyWise, and of course, last week after you left, a number of people shared some really positive sentiments on the the various platforms with the hints that you give. And we want to continue with that this morning because Christmas is 14 days away. 14 days away.
Well, that's a shocker when you put it that way.
Yeah. 2 weeks away.
I was kind of cruising into Christmas.
Yeah, 2 weeks away.
Never mind.
Sometimes you look, I usually look at it next month time, so we're saying when Christmas was here.
Yes.
Yeah. So this morning we want to continue along the lines of budgeting and making wise decisions as it relates to giving of gifts and so forth, encouraging our children when they get their monetary gifts, show them how to budget and how to save. So talk to us.
Last week I think we touched on budgeting, as you said. Save first, then of course the money that you must spend, the money that you need to live by, utilities, food, you put that aside. Bump it up, because come January the bill is going to be higher because we're going to consume more, all of the utilities. So that you don't wait and then you're out of pocket. Food, the ham, the sorrel, whatever, there's going to be more spending on food as well. So you're budgeting wisely, and by about a third, you go bump up everything to be safe. And we got to the point of giving. I remember you were saying, but it's the season. Remember we spoke about, what about if your son wants a pair of jeans? I was saying, give gifts that are practical, so that you're the parent, you have children, you're going to give them something glittery or fancy or perfume, fragrances, whatever. Yes, we like them, but we don't need. So it may be nice, but how about being practical? January is going to come. They're still going to need to dress well. And how about the jeans that your son needed? So let's use that as an example. But better still, for those who, and for all of them, quite frankly, how about a financial gift? Because you're going to give them spending money anyway.
And we're talking primarily children.
Yes.
Children.
So we're dealing with the children. No, the persons, your wards that you are going to be giving money to spend for Christmas. Don't just give it to the children. Sit with them. And so that comes out of your budget. You've already budgeted. This is what I'm giving to them. But sit with them and let them do a budget. For the money that you are giving to them. So the gifts, because they want to buy a gift for mommy and daddy. Most times they do. And siblings tend to give something. They go to town. You don't want them to go to all of the different food places and just eat whole day, and it's not necessary.
And it could be unhealthy as well.
I was about to say it's unhealthy. We overeat. So you also, I remember us looking forward to a nutmeg chicken snack. Don't ask me what about this nutmeg chicken snack as children that we looked forward to. Sometimes it was too much anyway, we had to share it, but that's what we looked forward to. But we didn't go from place to place. Our Pebbles roti, whatever it is.
Pebbles was the best roti.
Right? That I'm telling you, whatever it is that would make them happy. So without splurging, without overdoing. So they budget for that. You basically know what that should cost. In their little budget, let them save. You're not just the one saving for their education. They're the ones saving as well. They must take pride in saving. So I got $200, but I'm going to take $20 out of that. And I'm going to put it to my education savings plan or in my Excel savings. And let them take pride in that. Now, one of the things that you can do to incentivize them is you can match it. So if you
nice.
Yes. So if you put 20, I'll put the other 20.
Okay.
If you notice, weddings, couples no longer receive 10 pressure cookers and 6 kettles and because we've grown smart about this. You have a gift registry somewhere, so you know the items that you want. The registry And that's what you need.
Yeah, well, you know, to be honest with you, Josephine, that's something I never endorsed.
No, but I'm saying it works because you have 5 kettles at the end of the day. What are you going to do with all 5?
Yeah, but that's my personal view on this, right?
That's okay.
A wedding is supposed to be, the gifts in a wedding supposed to be spontaneous. When you're saying what you want to me, it becomes, the gift giving thing becomes a little too scientific.
Well,
okay, I need this, I need this.
I need that. So I'm still giving you the freedom to choose, you know. But here, you can also give the gift of cash.
Right. Okay.
Which is actually probably the best.
I like the Nigerians kind of wedding where they just throw money on the bride.
So that's another thing.
I'm going to marry 10 times.
And that's what it is.
I'm going to go to Nigeria and marry 10 times.
And then the couple would know how best to spend it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They may even need to buy food.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's a practical gift.
Right.
So I'm just using this as an example to say just how effective it is when you give cash. So you're giving the children cash. You never know, your son might still buy the jeans from his cash, you know.
Yeah.
Or you might sit down and say, okay, jeans cost that, this costs that, that costs that. But you still tell them, because you want them to budget. This is what I need. I need the pair of jeans. The food at wherever, this is what I want. But I'm going to treat myself. It's Christmas time.
Of course.
So you're allowed to do that. And I have a special little friend in school that I'd like to give a gift, or a special neighbor, or somebody who doesn't have. So I'd like to give them a gift. So this, that. And I'm going to save this amount of money. And you know what you can do? Because they've been so good at the budgeting, you can say, okay, I'll buy you the jeans.
Even more incentive to save.
I'll buy you the jeans. So you do have a little more wiggle room there. You can do a little more. It may come back to you. It may be part of the gift that you will receive.
And not only that, nowadays, what I've noticed is that children having more money than parents at certain times at the money, you might have to call back and say,
that's true.
I might have to say, Brandon, paddocks. I usually call him paddocks, but I want a 50 boy.
That's also true, because we put out for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to help them as well to control it, because if we had the help that we needed, we would have been in a better place. I mean, some parents tried and some just didn't know how. So we're not blaming them. We're just saying maybe they didn't have the know-how. Maybe they didn't have the tools.
That's a nice way of excusing them from their malpractice of not maintaining their children.
So set your children, let them budget. Show them how to budget, and let them take pride in savings. You know what the interest rate is? Because you do know. Calculate this for them. And you get in compound interest in some cases. Let them know by the end of the year, this is what you are going to be getting on this. If you multiply this by 10 years, this is what you have injected into your future.
I like this point. That in itself, if parents, someone says this here, right? May says, good morning, better late than never. In growing up, my brothers and sisters had an account with the Penny Bank, now known as Cooperative Bank. I think she is giving fantastic advice, only if people will follow them.
Thank you, Mimi.
If parents are able to instill the importance of saving / budgeting, and make it practical to children.
Yes, and this is how the remittances come in. Listen, stop letting your children feel that money just comes from the sky. Money is something you work hard to earn, and what you are giving them is a sacrificial gift. It's actually quite a sacrifice. They're also getting remittances. A lot of children get a little something from auntie and nene and whoever.
Tell me you were a part of it.
Year. Of course I was part of that.
As a little boy growing up, when November comes, that time was post office, Mommy would go to the post office and my letter would come from Auntie Louie.
Yeah, I could have expected that letter from Auntie Doreen. I could tell you that much.
And well, Uncle Isaac was here, so we make sure the Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve he passes and drops the envelope.
Yes.
And I looked forward to that, but I didn't know what to say.
In some cases, they don't even need to touch that money because the parents are already putting out what they need. So why touch it if you don't need it?
Yeah.
And you must also give children that sense of responsibility. Listen, if the time comes when for some reason there's a sickness, there's anything can happen, life happens, then you can dip in to what you have and buy your pay for your bus fare and everything this week. It's not always going to happen, and you give it back to them, but let them have a sense of responsibility. They understand that life you don't have a magic wand, nor do you have a money tree. Life is sacrifices. Yes, you have to sacrifice and plan. While you were talking, I don't know if you noticed, but I was up in there. How about that approach of, as parents, you carry whenever you're going to, if you're one of those that go to the financial institution to do deposits, how about making it habitual that if you go monthly, you carry your child with you and saying, I'm going to make my deposit to my account. And you bring them to bring, because we did speak about that they should save a little, as much as they can on their allowance. So yes, you're coming with me, and I don't care what it is that you're going to deposit, you're going to get into the habit of depositing. Yeah, and it creates bonding too with parents and child. Yes. Later on, the children could say, I remember when me and mommy used to go in a rise and do our deposits. And they in turn can instill this in the children. So it is necessary that we teach them how to save. I see these children in town and it burns my heart. I mean, they're going, the kind of food these children are eating after school. You're on the way home. You're going to get food when you get home, but you're stopping off at KFC and this. So you could, and I see them at Christmas time. Because I mean, where we are in Bruce Street, you see a lot of them at Esplanade, and I'm thinking, well, if you see them with chicken and burgers and so forth, eating fine. But it ties in well with the conversation I started before you arrived. The consumption of alcohol. Oh no, well that is an atrocity. You understand? So and you see it. It ties in well. You do see it. How do they get that money? How do they have so much money to? That is such a waste. Yeah. So we must hold the children accountable. And you know that you're giving them a little extra. You know that they can pinch. What did you do with it? Call them a penny pincher. Yeah. But what did you do? Come on. So we have to sit down now. And you must account. Like I said to you, when Mommy didn't have to give me extra money for my tart in Lucky Heart on a Friday before we went to Guides. But you had it because I knew that I wanted the tart. So you saved for it. You know some of the things we did? I walked from the convent to St. Paul's. So you could save the bus fare? There were buses, but I saved the bus fare because I want my tart Friday evening. They have to learn to make little sacrifices. Let me ask you this. Do you agree with me when I say children today have it too easy? Well, I don't know that I will say too easy because I can't paint every parent with the same brush, but I think some parents just give. They feel, we didn't have this, I'm giving my children. And the other thing that we do is compete. So this one son has a Nike version 5, let's put it. So you have to go to a Jordan version 6. Right. What is this? Oh, they have versions. And the other thing is, I'm just saying, and the other thing is a cell phone. All you need is a point and shoot. Really and truly. A little something with WhatsApp on it so that you could send and receive a message, a little data. But you have to have, when I see these trends, the apples and all the fruit in the world, like who's allowing this? How can they afford that? They don't work. They must have a sense of responsibility. So you give your child money and you're sitting there with them to budget for Christmas, and you have to be careful when this child says, well, I'm going to buy an XYZ phone. Why? But you already have the phone, but you have to upgrade. That's, we're competing. You're competing with the child next door, sitting next to you in class, whose parents might be much better off. And you know what? We have to teach them values. What's the use of the phone? The phone is just so that I could reach you, you could reach me, whether it's on WhatsApp or it's a call. But no, you have to have a bling. Everything is bling. Your sneakers work well without having a brand name. There are some like how you put it works well, it covers your foot. And some of them are nicely cushioned. Yes. You run, you walk, you jump, you skip, but you have to have a brand name. What? I wonder why.
I remember the only time I bought a brand name sneakers is when I got my first salary as a teacher. I took out, I think it was $120 then, and I went and I bought a Diadora sneakers.
Yes.
And that was it. But other than that, shoes.
Yeah, so we're talking about putting measures of control into place so that your children practice controlled spending, and that also leads to saving.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if they didn't have an Excel account and they are going to secondary school, well, they can
start it up now.
And if even the ESP, Education Savings Plan, comes under the parent, at least they know what their contribution is.
So, mommy, I want to be a doctor. I want to go to SU and study medicine. Okay, come, let's start saving for it now.
This is the sacrifice I'm making. So it's not all about Christmas and wild spending. And Christmas should never be about that. It's not about wild spending. I'm getting this little extra, and this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to gift my mommy, I'm going to gift my daddy, and you make sure it's measured, parents. Don't give the children the money and take it back. Go give it in the right hand and take it back in the left. Don't make your gift a very expensive one.
You know that approach makes life more meaningful and more purposeful?
Yes, a child goes and buys a mug marked, I love you, Mom. Yeah. It may cost $5, but it's the meaning. So don't be ridiculous with what you want.
Good.
And give them that leeway so they can save more.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense.
And it makes you money-wise.
Money-wise. And they'd be money-wise. It's a culture. Yeah. So we're trying to create that culture of saving and spending wisely.
In that habit from early. Thank you, Josephine.
Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure is always mine. I wish you didn't have to leave. Do you really have to go? Mr. Lord, can I keep her for the day?
Call him up.
Okay. Merv, can I keep her for the day?
Are you here for the day? I don't think so. You'll soon be gone.
Yes.
But as I go, as I say, teach the children to save. They're going to be getting little monies from there. And before I leave, I have to say, watch the money, because where are they getting extra money from?
Yeah.
Right? If you didn't give them.
Where did you get it from?
And Mom didn't give them. And Nenen and Tanti didn't give them. Where did it come from?
This opens a whole new, different conversation.
But as it came to mind,
important.
Where did it come from?
Yes. My grandchildren gets money and their mother never deposited for them. They have to go to the bank and deposit it for themselves. When they receive the receipts and see the total, they are excited.
Yes, you see, and they are accountable.
Yeah.
So you're teaching them to be accountable. I don't have to go in and deposit this. I trust you to deposit it. You go on. And if you don't deposit it, there are going to be consequences.
Yeah, let me see the receipt.
And there will be consequences if you don't bring the receipt,
parenting, and we have so much. I just
they didn't come with a manual, but as you go along, you learn.
I wish we media personnel can utilize more of our time to make more meaningful contributions and so forth to our audiences.
But you know what I say? As much as we can, let's do it.
Let's do what we can. There's so many things we can do.
Let's do what we can.
Instead of playing the dotish music we just play sometimes.
And some of it is
really dotish.
Well,
you're free to say
it. Comment on.
Play music, yes, but let's make radio and television programming more meaningful to the populace, man.
Yes.
Josephine, thank you.
Thank you again, my dear. Have a lovely
as always.
day.
Folks, Josephine Walters representing Ariza Money Wise this morning. We take a break, we come back with the conversation. Don't you go anywhere.
Today's edition of MoneyWise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
This holiday season, Grenlec is giving you the chance to brighten your holiday with our Pay, Win, and Celebrate promotion. Keep your Grenlec account current, download and use the app to enter for a chance to win big. 10 lucky customers will win up to $300 in electricity credits every week. And that's not all. 2 grand prize winners will enjoy electricity credits for an entire year. That's up to $500 per month for 12 months. Pay your bills and enjoy the rewards this holiday season with Grenlec. Energize your celebrations with us this season. Terms and conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the conversation. It's 16 minutes after, not after, but on to 8 o'clock. I want to say belated happy birthday to my good friend Bevin Swan. You celebrated yesterday. I know you had a blast. Your dear wife and the entire home circle made it happy for you. I pray that you have longer life, health, and strength, and keeping. All right, let's get back to the conversation. Children and the consumption of alcohol. What steps can be taken to curb it, to eradicate it? All right, when they reach adult age and they want to drink, you can't stop them. But children, we're seeing children boldly and openly drinking alcohol. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I have been listening very attentively to this conversation, and I think where parents have gone wrong, let me say it this way, there should be rules and principles in the home for the child at a very young age. I know that times have changed. I remember my days as a child coming up. Privileges that children have now, I didn't, or the children then hadn't it. The idea of saving, yes, it's good. We have the savings union in school, but we can't allow the child to have this and to have that and to have the other because other children are having it. We have to think of consequences in the time to come. They must take it step by step, step by step. And if parents, the mother and the father, not the mother alone, but again in a single parent home is going to be different. The rules are set and they make sure that these rules are obeyed. Take, for example, my day in secondary school. I know of a student who was seen smoking. He was expelled. And the thing about it is this, that no other school took in that boy. Why is it today that if a child has a problem in school A, school F is going to accept him? This is wrong. Won't he carry on his bad habits in that other school and pass it on to other students in the new school that he's going to? We are making joke here. Making joke. Rules to be set, especially where your mother and father, and see to it that those rules are carried out. If these things are done, we would not have the problem that we have in today. I agree that times have changed and technology and all the other things. I could say a lot of other things, but I won't bother about that because somebody else would want to talk.
Thank you.
This is where the problem is.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. 435-2041. It's 12 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
I'm going to sound very strange. I would use reverse psychology when it comes to alcohol with kids. I would tell them, honestly, I want you to go and drink and drunk and fall in the road. And we'll see what happens. Most of them will just forget alcohol.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You have to use reverse psychology on some people, otherwise they don't get it. They don't get it, honestly.
But let me ask you this. As a parent, you say that in your house and your child does that and something goes really wrong. How would you feel?
Well, then they have to suffer the consequence.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. That one is tough, boy. 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. 435-2041. The Christmas season is upon us. What can we do as parents, as senior citizens, guardians to control our children from consumption of alcohol? All right, let's go back to the phone line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
All right, thank you. One question I'd like to ask. Who is most likely to spoil a boy child?
I know, tell me.
Well, said, me and you know that already, and we spoke about that already.
Yeah.
Mommy. Mommy is the one that's fine. Listen, you as a father, you're working hard. Instead of mommy, long time when I was growing up, my mother tell me, you have to go and help your father. Go and do that. What they telling you? They only ask for money just to give the child to spend.
All right.
They don't tell the child, go and help your father. Go and do this, go and do that. They keep him home. He sit down and before anything, they tell him he's tired.
Okay.
The problem comes from a lot of mothers. I'm not saying all. But they are the contributors of a lot of the problem you're seeing in young boys behaving the way they're behaving today.
But with the case of alcohol, we have a lot of young ladies drinking as well.
That is true.
Is it fair?
And they don't even know how to cook.
Is it fair to say that the fathers are spoiling the young ladies?
Well, to me, in a lot of situations nowadays, like, as I say, most of the mothers now allocate what daddy could, the amount of money daddy could give. They don't. A lot of homes now are broken.
Okay.
So these are some of the contributors.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Diane says, every year, Christmas and Carnival, we have the same conversation with callers saying the same thing. It's unlawful for children to be consuming alcohol. Let's start there. Good morning.
Yeah, what you just said is 100%. No alcohol should be around children, no time at all. It should drugs should be a no-no, unless for medicinal use, okay? So everything is good, bad, and ugly. So the good thing is for medicinal use, alcohol and drugs. So there should not be no use of alcohol and drugs. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. Shopkeepers and promoters sell alcohol to them every day like it is juice they are purchasing. But we expect change. The parents party with them and send them out. What do we expect? Good morning.
Mr. Joseph, greetings.
Welcome.
Now, what I shall say, my recommendation will not stop, but I do think it can mitigate. Whether or not you tell children, because I was a boy, no one in my family at that time used to booze, but I ain't no boozing seriously.
Really?
Yeah, I was a serious boozer. I used to suck it with straws. Just imagine that. But anyway, listen. I think that one of the things that can help is to and listen to me well. Suggestion once more. Eliminate the advertisement of alcoholic beverages on radio and television in the country as a first step. They tell you how we nice. They call all the brands nice boy. And they tell you then after that, drink responsibly. Now, give me a break, Mr. Joseph. That can't work on nobody. This is just one of the steps I think that we should take first of all. The first announcement about a week and a half ago, after you came on and you had saluted, you greeted and so on, there was an advertisement for Bach's boat, I think it is, or something like that. Let us consider that as an idea. Thank you very much and have a nice day, will you?
You too, caller. Thank you very much, citizen. I endorse that. Yeah, I endorse. I think there are certain rules in place. I'm gonna do some checks on that. I think there are certain rules in place that prohibits the advertisement of alcohol at a certain time. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. We missed each other yesterday.
I know. We'll talk today.
Yeah.
All right. Listen. I think we are hypocrites in Grenada and probably the region, because show the problem we have in Grenada, they have it in probably all islands and probably in most parts of the world. But the problem is, when I said the hypocrites, years ago as a young boy growing up, you will learn to respect your mother, your father, and the adults in the community. Now, all of a sudden they introduce rules and laws that you can hit your child. In the outer world, they have reasons why if you hit your child, the police could arrest you. But in this part of our part of the world, nearly everybody in the village know everybody.
Right.
So it's a difference in the outer world. If I see your child, I don't know you. I might be living all the way in St. Vincent, and I see a child do something, and you hit my child. I don't know you, so you have the right to hit my child. Now, in this part of the world, it's a different ball game. I remember I grew up in a village where if I do something wrong, the elders in the village discipline me, whether by chastising me, whatever. And I can't go home and tell my parents anything. And to me personally, that law that they bring on in our society, I don't want nobody hit my child, blah, 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 whatever. But at the end of the day, children grow up doing things that adults see them doing and refrain from telling them anything because they don't want to be getting involved in any conflict with the child parents.
The child would cuss you off and then the parents would come and give you a piece of their mind.
See, that's right. So children start taking alcohol and doing whatever. You see that. I see it many times, and sometimes I'm reluctant not to say anything, but sometimes again, as a father who have children, I get involved. Okay, so sometimes you talk to a child and the child will listen, but sometimes you talk to a child like you just said and they cuss you off.
Yeah.
You understand? I remember at a time one day in my community growing up, two young boys fighting by the road. I pull aside and I tell them, stop it. Ask them what's the matter with you. One of the child turned around and give me the F word. When I decide to come out of the car to discipline, I hear somebody in the bush say, Mister, please just go your way, because if you touch that child, the parents will come for you. So at the end of the day, in our children need to be disciplined. I believe at the end of the day, as a young child growing up, I grew up around alcohol, but I never touched alcohol. You understand? So I think if basically I don't think it will ever happen again that they give adults the privilege to discipline the children. But I believe the children and all in all in this part of the world is not that bad. But I think they just need to be disciplined. They need where we could bring back some kind of rules where, you know, somebody wouldn't be prosecuted or would be tell off or would be attacked if they try to discipline the child. And I think later on in life, yes, I think at the end of the day, we will have a better society to live.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. My good friend Spice Quinn says it starts with educating your kids at home, kids or children. I know that question will come up. Discipline your children. Keep communicating with them and hope they take your advice. Kids gonna do what they want. Well, kids not supposed to do what they want, you know. I don't know if you remember that movie Cool Runnings. Was it Cool Runnings where he said, you might not have done as you were asked, but you will do as you are told. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Sir Doc.
Welcome.
How is the day?
Not bad. Tell me.
Have a good day. Now, one of the methods one can use, my father used to drink rum, not to drunk and falling down, but I never did it. What I do in early days, as a kid, I developed mental control. You see, he who can control his thoughts, self and mind, has a mastery in life. One has to, at the earliest possible time, learn to develop your mind, to control your mind. If you can control your mind, you can control bad friends, and you control all the bad things. So we have to teach our children to control their mind, control themselves. So self-control is very, very important.
Okay, yeah? Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Innocent, don't put the rum in the sorrel. Don't be a drinker. Be an example of good morals. Yeah, parents, you cannot be sending them in the shop to buy the beers and the rum and still tell them don't drink. That doesn't work. Caller, I kind of agree with you. We in these parts shouldn't adopt European standards raising children. But you shouldn't go hitting people's children. Correct them, yes, but don't hit people's children. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
When you ban the sale of alcohol and the advertisement, and then the very same company that is selling these alcoholic drinks, you need them to supply aid or to give you aid for your school and your other organization. This is not going to work. You can't ban that. It is freedom of press and freedom of rights. And a company has been paying taxes to sell or to produce the alcohol and to sell it. You have to deal with it, as I said in my cases, in reverse psychology. People would get the message. Let me tell you something. If you see many boys, if boys see a lot of their friends drunk and falling in the road because they drink alcohol, do you really think they will want to take it? Do you really think they want to do the same thing? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. All right, folks, unfortunately, we've got to pull it there. We've got to join the BBC. But I intend, as we go deeper into the season, I intend to have more of these sorts of conversations because, like I said, the schools are going on vacation and we want to have some more inputs of that nature. So if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll have another conversation tomorrow. Until then, thank you for being a part. I love you. Bye-bye.